What is going on YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and I haven't done a video in a couple of months, but I want to do a CGC submission, so what better way than to jump on, do a YouTube video, and go through some raw books in my collection, and kind of get some feedback on where I want to go and what I want to submit to CGC. I have a bunch of raw books that I've been collecting over the past year. I haven't really collected a lot of slabs. I have a ton of slabs in my collection, as you can see behind me, and I have another whole bookcase full of my major slabs as the ones also behind me in this glass case. But I have a bunch of raw books that I was kind of holding off to sending to CGC because there's been a lot of things going on over at CGC with some mistakes, some my opinion, some harsh grading and stuff like that. So I really wanted to hold off before I started sending some of the stuff in. And just to be honest, I really wanted to start collecting more and more raw books, especially silver, bronze, and actually even some copper books, stuff like that, to have them more raw in my collection as opposed to slabs. But the more and more I've been thinking about it, the more and more I thought I should really start sending some of this stuff in, only for protection purposes. I have a ton of books next to me that we're going to go through and show you guys, and I want you guys' opinion on what really I should send in. I have probably about, I'd say, a good 20 to 30 books here that are candidates that we'll go through. A couple of major ones I'm definitely, going to send in only because of the dollar amount. The value is kind of high, so they kind of need some protection. But I want to get started and showing you guys my raw wall, show you the books that are up there, give you a quick glance, and then I'll probably take down a few and we'll go over it. And you guys let me know what you think. So hang on 1 second. Let me flip the camera around. Let me show you the wall. All right, guys, hope you guys can hear me right now. I am showing you my raw wall that I have in my office/comic room. I'm going to give you a quick glance, go through some of the books, and you guys let me know what you think. I will pull a few down so we can go through them a little bit more thoroughly, and you guys let me know in the comments what you think, what books should go in. Like I said, this is only part of the raw books I have in my collection, and I will show you some more when I flip the camera back around. So let's just jump right into it. So as you can see, we're going to go up there. I have a few early ASM. I do have 1 through 50, some raw, some slab already. I do not plan on slabbing any of the 1 through 50. I will leave those raw. Whatever I have slabbed already is enough, and that's that. I have 2 ASM 129 raws, a classic Neil Adams cover, Batman, the one that started it all, Silver Surfer #1, a couple of Silver Surfer #3s. You have a first appearance of the Wasp. Forget what issue number that is. First Silver Age Riddler, a classic Neil Adams cover. A couple of copies of X-Men 266, first full Gambit, and so on and so forth. A Ghost Rider #1, classic McFarlane cover. And like I said, I have a whole bunch of early ASM. I'm just going to scroll through because I do not slab them. I like to leave them raw. And I have a couple of early Hulk. Like I said, some ASM. Not going to do the Strange Tales. Not going to do the ASM 316s, although possibly. I'm thinking about it. First appearance of Hobgoblin with tattoos. A FF49. First appearance of Dracula. A first appearance of Black Widow there. That's a candidate. And of course, a Strange Tales, and a classic Batman Jokerfish cover. So that's it for the raw wall. Let me go ahead and show you some of the other books now. All right, guys, that was the raw wall. Like I said, I'm going to pull down a couple of books and show you them more thoroughly. But I do have a bunch more that are next to me that I did pull out from my bins that I'm seriously considered getting slabbed. A bunch of copies of certain issues that you guys know that I think are hot or will be hot. So we'll go through them quick as well, too. Let me first start off by showing you guys a book that I recently acquired, probably a few months ago, probably right before the last video that I did. It is a copy of X-Men 101, the first appearance of Phoenix. Again, a book I really wanted in my collection that I haven't owned before. I picked it up for a decent price. It is only a mid-grade issue, so it's not super high grade. But again, a book I thought I should have in my collection. There's a few spine ticks on this. Like I said, this is a mid-grade book, so this is a candidate. You guys let me know what you think if I should slab this or not. That's one. The next book I have are 3 copies of Amazing Spider-Man number 194. That, of course, is the first appearance of the Black Cat. Here's one. You know, this one's probably a VF 7.0, I would say, like a VF F to VF copy. And then I have another one. This is copy number 2, which is probably maybe a little bit lower or around the same. You know, there are different flaws to each one. Here's my second copy, and then I have a complete lower grade copy. This is real cheap. This is probably like a 1.5. So these are 3 copies that are also in the group. Should I get these slabbed or not? You guys let me know. Next, I have 2 copies of Amazing Spider-Man number 252. Here's the first one. It is a newsstand edition. This one is a really nice looking copy of this book. Probably a 9.0, 9.2, maybe a little higher. There's a little bit of a ding right up here in this corner. And then I have a second copy, which is just a regular, you know, not a newsstand. And this is probably a little bit lower, but maybe not. I would say probably a 9.0 as well, maybe an 8.5. You guys let me know what you think. Should I send these in? I believe this book to be pretty hot going forward. It's already been a little hot, but as soon as you see that black costume in the MCU or the Sonyverse, whatever you want to hear, I think it'll shoot up. And I already have a CGC graded copy on my wall already, so that would be 3 copies graded if I do it. This next book I'm really considering slabbing. You guys let me know. It is Avengers number 8, first appearance of Kang the Conqueror, and there's, you know, supposedly they've already cast someone to play him in the MCU, so this book is really hot right now. And this one is actually a pretty decent copy. I would say probably around a 5.0 or so. I definitely don't think it's higher than that. But like I said, to have this book protected, I think it is pretty hot. I don't plan on selling this one. I want to hang on to it for a little while. There was a point where I was thinking about getting rid of it, but I'm glad I refrained because, like I said, this book is really taking off right now. This is a big candidate. I'm really considering this one. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I haven't stated before, if you're not a subscriber and you dig my content and you like checking out my videos, I ask you to subscribe. This way you can see, you know, when I post new videos. I haven't done one in a while, but I have this one and I have another one coming out right afterwards. So subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Like this video if you like it, by the way. Even if you don't like it, thumbs down. That's okay too. I prefer that you're not, but like it if you like it. I have a copy of X-Men number 14, first appearance of the Sentinels. Like I said, this is a lower grade copy, probably only about a 2.0, but a nice Silver Age book. It's got somebody's name on it, written on it. But again, a slab-worthy book in my opinion. I don't care if they're low grade or not. A Silver Age first appearance. Another book which has skyrocketed lately is Marvel Spotlight number 32, first appearance of the Spider-Woman. One of these is a really beautiful copy. That would be this one. This is definitely, in my opinion, 8.5 or better, possibly a 9.0 and above, but I like to be, you know, what's the word? I don't want to overgrade my books. I like to undergrade them. This way I'm surprised that they come back better. So I'm going to call this 8.5. And of course, I have a slightly lower grade copy that is still, like I said, slab worthy. So you guys let me know what you think if for Spider-Woman, if I should get slabbed. So before I go even further, I want to say that I'm probably only going to do maybe about 10 books max. I don't want this to be like a giant size order that's going to cost me a fortune. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to send 20 plus books to be slabbed. I don't think so, only because a lot of these stuff is Silver Age. They hold a lot of value. I don't want to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on just to grade these books because I don't think that's worth it in my opinion. Another book that I've been hoarding lately as well is a copy of Marvel Premiere number 15. I have 2 more copies of that. Both of them are mid-grade books, you know, nothing that's crazy. But again, first appearance of Iron Fist, definitely slabbable book. And again, another book that has picked up steam but has nowhere peaked. So is now the time to send them in? I don't know. You guys let me know. I also have 2 copies of Secret Wars number 8, both high-grade issues, both over 9.0. Again, I do have a 9.2 already slabbed in my collection. So these are just extras that I will hold on to for now. You guys let me know if I should slab them in this order or not. Again, they're both definitely over 9.0, I would think. And last books in this group, are certainly not least, I have 3 copies of Star Wars #1, all different grades. This one is probably like a 5.0. This one definitely higher. Let's call it a 7.0. And this last one probably around the in between those, probably about a 6.0. So again, all clean copies, nothing too bad. But again, Star Wars #1, definitely a slabbable book for everyone who's a Star Wars fan. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to grab some more books off the raw wall, and we'll get back into it. All right, guys, I'm back. I picked a few books off the wall. You guys let me know. You guys saw the wall to start. You guys let me know if something that I didn't take off that I should get slabbed, or something that I'm going to go through right now is more slabbable than those. So here is that Batman #251, that classic Neil Adams Joker cover. It's the one that started it all. This is probably like around a 3.0 in my opinion. But like I said, definitely a slabbable book. A classic cover. I'm not sure if I want to slab this or not. I like having this raw, but like I said, if you guys choose that it's definitely slab worthy over the other ones I'm showing you, then let me know. If you want to drop like 1 through 10 in the comments, that'd be awesome. If not, you could just give me a few here and there. That works out as well. I have 2 copies of Amazing Spider-Man #129, both lower grade issues. This one is probably a mid-grade. It does have some wear towards the bottom, but again, a high dollar value book that probably could use some protection. And of course, a lower grade copy. It's got some dirt and whatever smudge down here, but again, still a decent book that could probably use a slabbing. Or should I keep them raw? You know, I kind of like having raw books. Not everything has to be slab, but you guys let me know. I have 2 copies of Silver Surfer #3. Both beautiful orange covered books. If anybody has watched some of my earlier videos know that I would not pick this book up if it was faded. I want that dark fire engine red-orange cover. That's what I'm looking for when I buy books like this. Both of them, you know, the spines are pretty good. I would say that one of them is there. You know what? They're probably both in the same range, about a 4 to 5.0, 4.5 range. So definitely this book's getting hot. I'm hearing that he's going to be the villain in Doctor Strange 2: Multiverse of Madness. That's what I'm hearing. Not sure. But either way, definitely one high on my list to send in. At least one, right? Maybe not both. I have a copy of Silver Surfer #1. Now, sadly, I do no longer own a copy of Fantastic Four 48. So this is the closest copy I have for a Silver Surfer appearance. And this is probably around a 2.5. Not too high grade, but again, a nice looking book. Doesn't have to be slab, but there's some definite creasing along the spine, but you know, the spine is intact and it is square, not flattened. So that is attractive with this book. I have 2 copies of X-Men 266. One I believe to be super high grade, probably in the 9.2 to 9.4. And the other one probably, there's a few spine ticks, probably going to be in the 8s, maybe 7s, I'm not sure. But again, both candidates because their first appearance. I usually don't like to send in like modern books to get graded, but these two, you know, I'm leaning towards sending them in only because the character is kind of hot right now, in my opinion, and we still haven't heard any news. I have a copy of Ghost Rider #1. That's probably like, I believe somebody graded this as a 5.5, and I agree. The big thing is it's got a subscription crease down the middle. Other than that, you know, it'd probably be like a VF. It is that nice. So again, another candidate. I do have a Marvel Spotlight 32. I'm sorry, Marvel Spotlight 5, which is the first appearance. That's already slabbed, and that is a 5.5. I have it down there. That's why I was bending down. Another book that's low grade is Tales of Suspense #52. This is a low grade copy of the first appearance of the Black Widow. This book's kind of beat up, but again, it is a Silver Age book that, you know, this is graded actually as a 2.0, and that's probably right. It does have some creasing, and it looks like it had a little bit of staining, water staining at some point, but it does present well. So again, another possibility. Not a super high dollar amount book, but decent enough where it should be slabbed. I have a copy of Tales to Astonish #44. This is the first appearance of the Wasp. This is low down on my list to get slabbed. Not really something that I'm too keen on, even though that the cover is hanging on by a thread. It's attached to the top staple, but it is not attached to the bottom staple, so hanging on by a thread. So I do not think I'm going to give this to CGC to actually, grade, only because I'm a little afraid what they'll do. Maybe detach that top staple. So, and lastly, but certainly not least, it's Amazing Spider-Man number 238, first appearance of the Hobgoblin. This book I got years ago for a ridiculous deal. It is complete, it has tattoos, and it is super high grade. I'm really thinking about sending this one in, but like I said, I don't send too many modern things in. And to me, even though this is, for the years, I know it's not technically modern, but it's enough where I'm not sure I want to spend the money to send it in. You guys let me know what you think down below. That's all the books. And like I said, it is a lot to go through, a lot to choose from. Not all the high dollar books have to be slabbed. I do prefer them to be slabbed only for protection reasons, but like I said, they don't have to be. I forgot 2 books to show you guys. If you give me 1 second, I don't know how I forgot these because they're probably going to get slabbed, but let me show you them real quick. So there we go. I apologize. I recently picked up, and I know I've showed this in one of my recent videos, an Action Comics number 252, first appearance of Supergirl. This is probably around a 2.0. Has some water damage, but definitely a high dollar book that probably will get slabbed. And of course, my copy of Fantastic Four number 5, first appearance of Doctor Doom. Now this is in like a, I guess a homemade slab. I don't know. Somebody sent me this in one of my books that I bought about a year ago. They sent it in this thing. I actually kind of like it. It's pretty cool. It's kind of encapsulates the book. That's, you're able to open it and look at the book still without, actually being slabbed. Let me see if I can get this open. Yeah, just pops right out of the top. So it's actually really convenient. I only have one of these. I don't even know where to get another one. So either way, this is a book that I probably will get slabbed. If not with this submission, at another one, but it might go in this one. I'm a little worried about this book. There's a little something right here on this cover. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. You can see like a brown thing right here. I do not know what that is. So I'm a little worried that this might come back with some resto, but it kind of just looks like a stain to me. I don't know why anyone would right mind would put glue here. They probably not. So it probably isn't, but just to be on the safe side, we'll see. And that's it. That means like a lot of books to go through. Give me your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Should I slab some of the smaller books? Should I only slab the big books? Should I make it a mixture of both? I know the tiers would kind of make it of an issue, so I might have to do it in 2 separate shipments. So let me know what you think. What's the better value right now? Should I slab the big books? Should I slab the smaller books? Should I do multiple? Should I do 1 out of the 3 copies that I have? Should I only do 0 out of the 3? You guys let me know what you think. So this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching this video, guys. Sorry I haven't done anything in the past couple months. It's been crazy busy, but I promise to put out some more great content moving forward. I do have a video that will be dropping soon about slab stands. I recently made a purchase for some slab stands, and let you know what I think of them. Definitely a cool product, so check out that video when it comes out. But for now, this is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.